Hey guys, how y'all doing? It's William here with a video. So, as y'all know, I like to race my Mini B. So, saw me unbox this Mini B right here. I run the stock body on because my other painted body didn't get done yet. So, there's one thing in this video I want to show you guys, which is a chassis protector that I don't have yet. But everything else I own. Okay? So, to start it off, this is what it looks like. So, it's a bone stock race roller. So, we'll open it up. I'm going to show you what's inside. A little trick if you guys didn't know, I'll do it right here and I'll show it to you. You can always put your body clip on the wing. A little fun little race back there. So you pull the body off, and underneath here is my Mini B. So I'm currently racing the Dynamite stock system, stock servo, and Futaba receiver. So that's pretty much stock. For tires, I'm running the J Concepts front and back. I'm running, as you can see right there, Swaggers in the front and twin pins in the back. That's what I ended up my last race at. We were racing against four-wheel drives. Now we're not. So what I'm going to do here today is I'm basically going to do a boat ton of upgrades to this vehicle and this video and bring you guys along. I'll do a clip, show you the updates, show you the progress, and then later on you guys get a separate video on a review on how I feel it worked on the track. But this video is showing you what I'm putting on the car for upgrades and what I'm not putting on the car and what I run. So starting off, get the race roller. That's the easiest thing to start off with. Next thing is, when you get it, I recommend getting a brushless system. Everyone's going everywheres. If you have the T or the B, it differs what you get. If you have the T, I definitely get the Dynamite. If you have the B, which is what I have, you can get the Dynamite and or any other combo you want. For space reasons, I got the Dynamite, and then I have enough room up top for my Futaba receiver, and I have enough room up top for my Spectrum servo. Not bad. So flip it around and I'll show you guys what we got. All right, so 4 parts we got. We'll start over here. We got the Losi hexes. So I just prefer to run aluminum hex in the rear, and I saw these, so I said, why not? That was an impulse buy. Now, this is performance now. These are the CVDs by MIP. I prefer these a lot. I do. Because on the Mini B, let me grab you in a frame here. Look in the back, if you choose the carpet, you can see that there is dog bones. So, run the CVD, a little better. Now, with running this, the bigger motor, I want to maximize everything. So I have the MIP race top shaft and other gear from MIP. At the time of this video, this is a very hard part to get a hold of. Out of stock everywheres. Amine happened to have it in stock, so I got all this stuff in Amine because this one part was in stock. Next up is the aluminum rear hubs. Everyone says hit and miss with these. I've got all reviews, good and bad. I'll let you guys know what I feel. Again, with these, that's why I went with those. All right. Next up is the pivot set rear for the Mini B. Mini T. Fun fact, the T and the B's are a lot of parts cross compatible. All right, now you see this little shiny part over here. This is a big upgrade I need for my track. We run on 2x4s, so I find having thicker, stronger turnbuckles is good. So we're going to go titanium Lunsford turnbuckles. Lunsford has lifetime warranties. Anything breaks or bends, warranty covers it right up. Following up next is I wanted rod end set cups. That's the next thing I wanted to go with these. One of the other parts, this was a very hard part to get a hold of in my last season, so that's why I'm upgrading this as an upgrade. It is the 800 milliamp 50C. You get a 1-year warranty. My 1 year probably up. It's not even opened yet. They were hard to get a hold of, so I ordered 2, and I got 1. I'm waiting for the second one to come in still. And the last upgrade you'll see over here is an RC screw kit. This is full titanium screws, as you can see on the bottom there. I do not know what is all in this and fully yet and what parts are what. It does say online that there might be some Phillips in here. If that's the case, I will keep it with the stock screws. I will also let you know what the thread count is. If these are 1.3, I don't have a 1.3 driver yet, so I'll have to buy a 1.3 driver and then install these at a later date. but it is my goal and intentions to this today to install this into my kit. All right, so that's it for those upgrades. Now, there's a small box over here. This has what I like to call the secret items. So you guys will see those here in a second. Those are items that aren't made by Losi or Lunsford or MP. You might not know who this guy is. So I'll do a quick upgrade of him, update of him, and put his link in the bio. So we will swap over and I'll upgrade you with a lot of parts. All right, sorry for the mess, guys. They're kind of just everywhere, but quick sign off what these are. So these are Eagle View products. So link in the basin. Main part here is the sway bar. I have brass and aluminum. I want to start with the brass and then go to aluminum if I need to. Everyone tells me to start with the brass because of the motor I'm running. If you're running an ESC separate from your motor, then definitely go with the aluminum or even the plastic if you want. I'm going there. Followed up is carbon fiber shock towers, front and rear. Carbon fiber battery strap. These and these are spare parts. These are linkages. Apparently they're prone to breaking. I don't know, but I bought lots just in case. Woo. Then this is motor mount plate, self-explanatory. Slides in and out. That way you don't have to, the stock one has 3 holes. You'll see that as I do the upgrade. I'll compare them. This is a gear cover. Covers your gears. Doesn't go to the top place. This is a slipper eliminator. These are just spare parts I wanted to have. A couple cups and the wing washer in case I need that. He just came with what I bought. This part he's currently out of stock of. He says he's getting more on a later date. These are weights, steel. His mouth looks like there too. So we'll open that up and I'll get that all hooked up. His website has a lot of instructions on how to properly do it. And then this is a wing mount. So this is something else that he has there. This, I got the carbon fiber one and aluminum. So I have the full black setup. Contact him. He's a great guy. Email him. Great for customer service. He didn't have some stuff that I needed or anything. And if there's any complications, he'll help you right there. He's a great guy to deal with. I had a great experience. I'm shipping this through international. So even better experience for international. You never know. So great experience. Definitely would recommend them. Now we're going to test the parts and then I'll tell you what the parts do. But we're going to put them on and there's instructions. Follow the instructions carefully. He told me that specifically. So yeah, this is not, he did not give these to me. These aren't paid promotions. I got these in my own pocket. So this is going to be an honest review because this is a unique stuff. And this is what I'm really interested for. This and the sway bar, which is over here, is what I'm really into seeing how it's going to work. If it's really going to affect my car. Because I did a lot of setup to my Mini B and this is what we're going to have. So we're going to start off by ripping everything down and building everything back up. So I'll see you guys when we pick everything up. All right, hey guys, so update. We got the rear set up. So we have the aluminum hubs. All right, we got the MIP. So upgrades and downgrades. So we got this and this to that. That is quite the upgrade to me. And we also got that to that. So we got, now one thing you'll notice, so put it up here, I'm running the plastic ones because I ran into a problem, and I'll look into it, that the aluminum ones did not snap in like I was hoping. So I could have got a bad set of aluminum, we don't know. But yeah, so that is the upgrades, and that's right now. Now, the update you guys all on, so that's now the rear arms. So those are good to go. Upgrade you on the screw kit. I opened it up. I just opened it up here just to double check. It's the first part. You have not the ideal, but Allen keys. So I'll figure out what size those Allen keys are and make sure I have them in my MIP tools because you know me, I gotta rock the MIP. Sorry we are not in the usual recording spot, guys. We are in the middle of a hurricane, actually, on that, and we're just on the back end of it and we have no power. So I'm recording during daylights and lamps off my generator. So that is why we're not in my usual spot. So there's a little extra stuff there, we have everything else. But this is it. So what is left to do in the rear is I got the full gearbox still open up. I got to put the carbon rear tower, the ball stud reverse upgrading, wing mount, motor mount, MIP internals, bearings, ceramic bearings. I always run ceramic, so I'm just replacing my old ones. Fast Eddie makes them, and so is Avid. And I also got to make these, which are rear braces, and I have these. So these are the stock turnbuckles, and I got even Lunsford ones, which are over here, as you can see right there. So I got that, and we'll be good to go. So we'll pick you guys up at the next section when I try to open up the Eagle products. Hey guys, so update here. Sorry, there's no power, the lamp's over there, so it's not get the best lighting. A couple things. I did is in the rear end. So last you saw, I had this stuff all go off. So we'll update you what I did. So starting off, we have the MIP CVDs, Lunsford titanium turnbuckles, the aluminum rear hubs over here. All right. Then we have the aluminum pivot braces right there, both inner and outer. This is the interesting fact. We have a gear cover, but a plate, sorry, just plating over. We have the big bore motor. So I told you guys I would show you guys the difference. So in this one, which is stock one, you have 3 different holes. And then in this one, it just slides like a normal race rig would. All right, next thing we have is the nice carbon fiber black tower, followed by the nice carbon wing mount with the black metal. The other thing you can see here, other than my titanium screws, so any that's not titanium, it's when he uses a different screw. So Eagle View uses different screws for mounting all their stuff. This kit's designed for the stock kit, so underneath you can see all the difference. So you can see right here that I mounted it like this. So the inside ball stud. This is what I was recommended by Eagle View to mount it, to start off with this. So we'll start off there and see. The Lunsford titanium turnbuckles definitely look nice, and they're lighter. The only problem I had was the pre-thread. So I just greased them up, and I took my X-Acto knife and just went inside and just gently, very gently, clean the inside of the ball cup to make sure there's nothing internal. The kit does come with a carbon battery brace, but I think I want to stick with this rubber band one. It's quick removal, and I like to have that because I have multiple batteries. Now, if I had one battery stuck in here, I'd definitely keep the other one in. We might put it in and see how it looks. I don't know yet. So this is the rear end. All that's left is shocks and tires go on it. And I think that should be it for the rear. Tonight, for the rest of the night, I'm probably going to put all these parts in and probably start ripping the front end apart. And start going there. The other thing you'll notice is the titanium nuts on the car versus the stock black ones. So it's like a lot nicer that way. But yeah, so far she's going on really good. Actually, with false guys, the next thing we'll do is probably the plates, the aluminum plates on these. So yeah, we'll pick you guys up in a little bit. All right, hey guys, so update on this. So front clip's off. I open up the steel weights. I'm starting off with the 47. I think it's 47 or 45 gram weight. The number's actually underneath the servo. I have the servo set up. I just plugged everything in and recentered the servo. So servo centered. Bottom is all titanium screws now, as you can see for the update. The only screws that aren't are that screw right there for the shocks, and that is because I want access with my drill, which is over here for that. That's just for me because I do not have this. I also found out you no longer need these because I am awesome. Oh, flip the other way. It is MIP 0.050 is one, and 1.5 is the other. So you have those two drivers. So far, I've done everything on this with those two drivers with these titanium screws. Now, if you're keeping the stock screws, you just need a 1.5. If you're bringing the titanium kit from RC Screws, which is over here, that's what you need. So, update on that. This went in very well, very smooth. In the box, I'll show you, or in the bag, I guess, you get 4 of these. These are actually your optional part if you want to run them. I talked to Paul, who owns Eagle View, and he told me that these are optional. Use them if wanted, if needed. I am currently running stock ones because of my servo. I said, why not keep that stock? I'm trying to keep it as stock, modding it too, though, you know what I mean? So like that's stock, this is stock, this is stock. It's what I ran before, so let's keep looking how it reacts. You can see that, whichever she's in the rears. All right, so weights. We have a 10 and a 17 for battery. You have a servo 11, a servo 17, a massive plate, that's 29. Yeah, that's 29. And this is 47. And it covers that whole section there. So when I get into here, the switch will be plugged probably over here. Then my receiver will go right here. And my transponder goes on top of the receiver. That's probably gonna look something like that. The only problem I will tell you with this, that I'm gonna, right now, it's not a massive problem, is when you wanna change the weights, you just gotta de-stick them and re-stick them. That is up to you, if that's a problem or not. For me, it's not too much of a problem. I have a big roll of double-sided tape, so it's the least of my worries. But I know some other people I've talked to will build this build. To them, that was their worry. But then again, for racing, you always have double-sided tape with you, so it doesn't really matter. And trust me, for the adjustability, it's worth it for me. All right, so up next is going to be disassembling this front end. I'm going to check it for broken parts because I haven't checked since I haven't rebuilt this since the end of last season. So I'm going to check it for broken parts, which I don't think it has any. And then, yeah, check the bearings, put on the front end. And then I have a whole separate brand new kit that I want to do. That's going to have that. So I'm going to have a stock one. And then I'll have this one. So I have two. So if people want to try the difference, feel what the difference is at the track, I'll get another set of tires. And they can just literally drive my exact same car with and without the hop-ups and see if they like it or not. Shock oil is stock in the kit. I haven't put the outside the stock oil yet. I do a second set of shocks. I do tend to put the stock oil, or put my oil in, which is probably going to be, give or take, I'm looking at 45 in the front and 40 in the back, or 50 in the front and 45 in the back. So I'm looking at now. We're starting out, and then we'll go from there. So I'll let you guys go, and we'll update you after I get all this stuff done. All right, hey guys, so this is, over here, the stock part, as you can see. All right, and you're on 2 nuts bolts there. This is the Eagle Fangs black anodized CNC metal, aluminum. It's the same weight as the plastic one, so definitely, like, you can hear it there. Definitely going to be an option for sure. This is the brass one. As you can see, it's brass. So I ran shims. You can see right there, the red shims. So I'll run the brass with the sway bar that comes with it. Now on this kit, I got the parts there because it's a race roller. This is all 3D printed. So I have a spare of these just in case it's 3D printed. And I ran the stainless steel screws in this versus the steel ones. All right. You will have to shave in here with a hobby knife. So I took my hobby knife. So just, you see, hobby knife. All right. Ooh. I took that. And I just came in the arm. I just shaved a little on this side, a little on that side, and same thing. Squared the ball up and pushed it in. Took it nice and snug. And then now it's moves around. So they're a little stiff, but still moves around. I think they're gonna wear in once I start racing a bit more and get some wear underneath it. So that's coming into there. So now I'm going to slowly start rebuilding this car together and putting it on the clip. And then I will put the top plate in. So this plate. Right now, I only have this in plastic. I am thinking and debating on getting it in the hot body racing aluminum. And I have these all stock plastic. Okay, and keeping the weight light, right? So if I haven't broken any of this yet, actually I broke this when someone stepped on it, but other than that, I haven't broken them yet. So I don't plan on replacing them until that happens. And if it does, I will get the hot racing upgrades for this too. But we're gonna start with this and see what happens. So all right guys, I'll pick you up when I get the titanium turnbuckles onto this and I start getting the front end looking more like a front end. All right, hey guys, so update. Front end is on and looking good. We got carbon fiber shock towers, brass sway bar setup by Eagle View. We also got the brass, the steel weight. So we're looking good there. Didn't run any complications so far, so we're good that way. But yeah, rear end looks pretty flat. Everything looks good. We're all set. I'm excited. You can see you got the stainless stuff. The front has no stainless here, as you can see, because there's no screw short enough. And my batch was left, so this car is fully stainless steel, from head to toe. Only parts that are left that aren't stainless are all the Eagle fan parts. So it would be the front sway bar, the back rear tower, and rear tower setup. But I did put stainless where I could. But yeah, so that's everything. Alright guys, so looking pretty good. So I'll update you all when everything else is finished up and I got the electronics set up and mounting it and just about track ready. Before I put on the track, I'll bring you guys up and update from there. Hey guys, it's William here. So this is the complete build for my Mini B race roller upgrades. So everything I have done is easy access to get to in North America. So we're going to start off, go front to back, show you what they are, as you saw in the beginning of the video, show you how they look like. So starting off, consistently, you will see the titanium screws the whole car on the bottom and everything, all right? Parts that aren't titanium means I do not have them, and they were not included in the kit. Starting up front, after the titanium, is a sway bar setup, both brass and metal. Then you got a nice carbon tower, aluminum shocks, nothing up front. Oh, yes, we do. Turnbuckles, Lunsford, titanium. Following up after that, underneath my electronics, there is a steel plate there. You may or may not be able to see it. Then I have the stock Spectrum servo. I have a battery, 8,000 milliamps, a 6,000 kV motor. All right. Then over here, see over here, I have a motor protector. So this is like a gear protector, but it doesn't cover the slipper and the pinion, so it's lightweight. All right, I do not have a slipper eliminator. I do have it, but it's not installed yet, and I don't plan on installing it until after my first race. In the back, I have carbon fiber shock towers, carbon fiber wing mount with the metal part, CNC metal where it needs to be, strengthen it up. Reversed, as you can see right there, reversed camber link. So it is reversed, so it's upside down here versus the other way around. I have these nice silver dog bones, which are MIP CVDs. Inside the gear box, you cannot see, is the MIP top shaft and idler gear. All right, outside you have aluminum rear hubs. And last but not least is the aluminum pivots, C and D. Okay, so would I build this kit again? 100%. A few things that I'll tell you. If you're to do what I did here, you would need to be a medium to expert RC builder and have knowledge for a few things. There's not a lot of construction going through all of these at all. So for instructions, you have brass, you have the sway bar section. There's instructions for that. There's instructions for the front, the rear shock tower setup. There's instructions for, and that's about it. So everything else, towers, hubs in the rear, CVD building, installing parts in here, all that stuff, there's no instructions for, so you kind of have to know. Weights, there's no instructions for the weights, so you gotta have to figure out how to do it yourself. And that's about it. Everything else, there's instructions for how to properly do it, or how to drop the mod in. And the screw kits, there's no things, so you're gonna have to measure them out and pull them out. It is a 0.05 screw kit. And I run a 1.5 millimeter. Or it's not 0.5, what is it? Oh, hey guys, let's grab it up right here. I showed you guys earlier in the video. You can't find it this exact second. But I did show you guys in the video what it was. Just cannot find it here. But it was 0.50. Super small. All right. And it is 0.05 9 for the sway bars. All right. So that is everything, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the video. This is going to be race ready, followed by this awesome race ready body. This is an RTR body that's going to go on top of it, and to my paint scheme gets in, and then I just got a nice body clip. So this is it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and this is going to be a killer vehicle on the track. This will be a good mini B. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys. Talk to you in the next video, and we'll give you an update at the track in another video.